Hey everyone, my name is Chad, and I'm going to attempt to make my first screencast here, um, hopefully raw and unedited, to show you how to update your iDoneThis account from Alfred. In the past, I've used a plugin for Alfred version 1 that I've really loved to help me reduce friction for my workflow by being able to update things on the fly very quickly. The author or developer seems to have not updated it for Alfred version 2, so I took it upon myself to kind of look for a solution and make a plugin. I sent it over to Walter and his development team at iDoneThis. It's pretty simple. I don't call myself a developer by any means, but I sent it over to them to take a look at, and they liked it and asked me to maybe make a couple tweaks and do a blog post. I thought it'd be fun to try to do a video cast so you could kind of see this live and in action. So I'll stop babbling about meta recording stuff and start going. So if you're familiar with the site, and you obviously are if you're watching this video, you know that you can go to the web interface, whether you're using it just as yourself or on a team, and I can say, test web or test from web. This is kind of a bogus project or test that I got done today, just so you can see it there. I really like being able to pop that up and do that right from Alfred as I'm going. In addition to, it's really cool that they send you the email at the end of the day. It's kind of a no-brainer, just take 5 minutes, reply to that email, and then you don't have to think about it, in a week, 2 weeks, a month, if you have to, remember for a status report or something, what to share, with your boss or your team. It's great. So, we're going to head over to my Bitbucket account. It's bitbucket.org/chadhs. Yeah, I know, I do have a GitHub account. I like Bitbucket, just a minor plug, because I like that they let you have some free private repositories too for small teams or personal use. But anyway, if you head over to Bitbucket, chadhs, go to my iDoneThis for Alfred 2 repository, and I have already clicked on it. If you go to source, you don't have to clone it or check it out or even know anything about Git. You can just go to source and you'll see the Alfred workflow file. You can just right click and say download linked file, and it'll grab that for you. It's pretty small. So the README is the same instructions that you would see within the plugin too. It's pretty simple. The only minor update that you'll see in a moment is I'm cheating a little bit. I have the new version here in Finder that I haven't pushed up yet. It'll be pushed up before this video is out. The only minor change you'll see in the README is there's also an option now to set the to address. When we get into the plugin, for those of you using this with the team, there's a different email address that the updates get sent to. So what we're going to do is, you see I already have Alfred, and I got a bunch of stuff in here for workflows. I've got Alfred to open up to its preferences pane, the workflow area. And if I go ahead and double click my iDoneThis for Alfred 2, it's going to pop up. It's going to say it's a workflow using OS X SendMail application to send your updates into iDoneThis. It's got my name and my blog, so I feel awesome about myself. Okay, so that's all you have to do. You just it installs it. I'm going to show you the README here just because it's probably easier to see in good old Markdown format here. See, it's the same as what I have on Bitbucket, or by the time you look at this, it'll match Bitbucket. But it's got my contact info. If you have questions, feel free to email me or hop on my blog and try to track me down that way. But it just explains what it does. All you have to do is edit a couple lines in the little bash script in the workflow just to set your email address, and then you can start typing I did followed by your update, and off you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that really quick. And by the way, if you want, if you go into edit details on the workflow, the README is embedded in there too. So I mean, the documentation is simple, but it is in multiple places if you need it. All right, if we take a look at the bash script, it's pretty simple. It's not really that intimidating. You can completely ignore it though. The only things you have to change are near the top and well commented. What you need to change if you're using it just as an individual and not with a team is go ahead and change your from name, and then whatever your email address that you're using with your iDoneThis account. I know a lot of people have multiple email accounts, their own domains, Gmail, etc., etc. So whatever you're using, like for example, chadhs@example.com, whatever that email it is that's tied to that account, or your iDoneThis account, is what you want to put in there. If you're using it with a team, you're going to need to make one change, which is put a little pound or hash symbol in front of the to address, and then delete the pound or hash symbol in front of the to address value below that. And then where it says team short name, you would replace that with the team name that you have set up on your iDoneThis account. When you need your updates to go to the correct email address. If you have it just go to today@iDoneThis account, that's designed for people that are using it as an individual. If you send it to your team short name at team.iDoneThis.com, then it'll update your team iDoneThis account appropriately. I right now am just using it as an individual, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that just like that and hit save. Now the last thing you need to do is actually go ahead and use it and test it. The one minor thing you could change, if you don't like the keyword I did, or you wanted to use a hotkey instead to make it even faster, you can change that here. I have it set as the keyword I did, and if you want to change it to I done or something else special or meaningful, or a different mnemonic or whatever that is a good trigger for your brain, go ahead and change that there, and probably change the title or the label so that's what pops up with it, and hit save, and then you're all set. I'm going to close this and just go back to the iDoneThis page here. You'll see test from web. Now I'm going to pop open Alfred and say I did. Showed people of the interwebs how to install my Alfred iDoneThis plugin. And apparently I need to schedule typing this and say, okay. So now you'll see that you also get a notification that it was successful. Alfred has the ability to blast that out to Notification Center. And now in theory, if I refresh this page, it updated on my iDoneThis account. So I've got test from web, and I've got what I just typed. And as you can see, in the moment, as you're working on something, you just finished a project, but you don't want to go, break from something. You're moving on to step 2 without taking a break, and you want it to be fast. You can just simply do, I did thing 2. I did thing 3. And it's a nice, fast, relatively low friction way to update that throughout the day, in addition to being able to update it on their nice web interface or having the convenience of replying to that email at the end of the day. So that's what I wanted to show you. I hope it's useful to a few folks out there, and thanks for watching.